Go on. Yes, I'm on. Get it in, son.
We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing, grandma. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer! Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you. We are live, guys. I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Revenue GS.
Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
Vikings season 6, episode 2. All change. Review. Spoiler review. Spoilers. 12. Spoilers. Oh, 12. But it's season part 2. Yeah. 12.
Semantics.
Now look, few things. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the subscribe, the like button if you like the kind of conversation we have here. And if you want to watch our full watch along, by all means head over to patreon.com/thecybernets. Now, before we get started, there's something that's been bugging me, and I forgot to bring it over to you, man, last time, innit? Bjorn's wedding. Yeah? First wife asked the girl, yo, do you know the story about the gods? And she tells her like some story that every kid is told. And she's like, no, like, she tells this story about how this god, how her husband was like, oh, like, you slept with all these I don't know what they call the dwarves, and every night when he leaves, she cries, and she was like, but she doesn't cry tears, she cries tears of gold, like pure treasure. Do you guys remember that? Mm-hmm. Later on, she's in bed with Bjorn. Bjorn leaves to go be the other one. She's like, yo, go be with your wife. It's your night. And then she's crying.
Gold.
Tear gold. Now, rewind further back. The seer goes to Bjorn. Don't betray the gods. And Bjorn is like, yo, why would I betray the gods? So now, this thing has been bugging me, yeah? Because I'm like, yo, Wagwan for his wife. Because even she was like, yo, Lagafa, I never worshipped you. But after today, I worship you. Yeah? Then there's also the other dude who's also plays a part in this episode who saved Bjorn. I don't trust that dude. And the reason for this is because, like, Odin's always playing tricks, bro. And he's always on crud.
So you think Odin sent him?
Bruv, to me, like, bruv, if he turns out to be Odin, yeah, like, bruv, I'm not surprised, innit? I'm not saying he's Odin, but if he's one of them tricksters, bruv, I will not be surprised, bruv. It's just been getting worse and worse for me with these characters. And this episode is just like, it's making it even worse for me.
So one thing before you go anywhere, are you trying to say that she is then a god then?
Bruv. What, bruv? I don't know.
Because obviously they're now calling the sons of Ragnar demigods anyway.
I think it depends on where you fall in the show on whether you think there's gods involved or not. Because me personally, I don't, bro. I think everything here is just logical, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
see, but because I'm so tapped into the godly side of things, right? Like, that's just me, innit? I just love, like, gods being tricksters and stuff like that, innit? Because, like, it's just jokes. But it's like, is it too much for me? And I'm just like, I can't. Because ever since Floki went into the island and started seeing these visions, I'm like, yo, man, are we there? And the part of me says I want to be there because obviously that's who I mess with, innit? I mess with the gods, bro. I love their crud. But then it's just like, at the same time, the way, you know how story goes? That's how legends are born, innit? Like, someone's interpretation, they'll see something, they'll say something else. But then the seer at the same time, bruv, he's the only one who's been on point since day dot, bruv.
Who?
The seer.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I trust what I'm seeing and hearing these days.
Where do you fall on the show? Do you think there's like supernatural stuff in the show, Sam?
Definitely.
Why?
Because isn't the not the is it all seeing?
The seer.
Yeah. He's talking to everybody and being direct and not direct at the same time.
See, the thing is, when the seer died, like early, I think the seer's been dead since then, bro. Do you get me? Like, because whenever they show the seer now, it's always someone else. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's just the individual character's interpretation. Like, outside of the seer, I don't believe like they've like legitimately showed us anything supernatural, fam. All illusion, like Floki is mad. Do you know what I'm saying? So any vision he has, I'm saying, could be down to him being mad. I'm not saying that then makes him unreliable, because I believe he's a reliable character. But that's just Floki. Like, there's people walking around who might see different stuff and interpret the world a different way. For me, that's Floki.
Yeah,
but her crying tears of joy, bruv, she had the gold thing on her face, she had the gold mascara on, and she was crying, bro. Obviously, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously the show does a great way of dictating that, but then but the show also does it on a level where it caters to two people. The people like Raven that want to believe in the supernatural part of the show, and the people like me that believes everything here is happening logically. And I feel like it never crosses that line. This is why I don't believe that brother, the one you're talking about, who just langed Bjorn's first wife, is going to be Odin. They can say he's Odin at the end, but man like me will just be like,
no, that's just the way you...
Yeah, that's how them man said it. Because, bruv, it's like everything they do here is like that. Like, showing... Yeah, that is sick. But at the same time, it's like I said, you're making that decision. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when I see Ivor as the snake, like, man sees Ivor as a snake because he is a snake. So when they show him as interpreted as a snake, I'm not like, raw, that's... Like, it is mad because they did it, but I don't feel like, oh, this is now
it's like that.
Medusa's son and all of that stuff. You get me saying? So that's my views on it. But that, you know, bro, all of these brothers who suck up to anyone for no reason just want the spot.
Yeah.
That's how it is in life today. That is how it is in the show. That's how it will be, fam. My issue is, it's just like, I feel like some of these characters' eye is so low. And it's usually the characters that have been moving kind of smart. Like, Bjorn's wife, like, first wife, she was kind of calm for the most part. Do you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, her confrontation with the second wife about, who wants to be queen? You the son. I want to feel really fueled her to get langed by the dude because she thought that would now put her ahead. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like for her, that's a dumb move.
But hasn't she been compromised though?
She has been, what, by beating him?
No, by losing her own child. Like you're saying.
Yes. No, brother, Sam, I see that. Like, I see her logic there. But for me, I don't, the route of them beating a guy, like, he's actually got no power. When you peep it, he's actually got no power. If she just came out tomorrow and said, yo, I'm the queen of Kattegat until Uber gets back, no one would have said nothing. But she's not even believing in her own source. Like, she's not, like, because she don't want the throne, she's now like, I'll just listen to whatever. No, she could have came out. Bruv, you think Lagerfeld would have been here moving how she's moving now? No, she would have been the aggressor in a scenario. And she's not, bruv. And that's why she's going to lose the situation. That's why, to be honest, she already lost the situation. Because he langed it and he's out. And we already know he's with the next thing as well. And don't think she's going to win either. Don't think she's going to win either.
But the thing that's interesting for her is that when she sees the vision of the seer and is like, yo, don't listen to all these voices.
Exactly.
Which now puts me in the position like, why did you make that decision to go sleep with my man? Because he was telling you, he was whispering stuff in your ear, but now you're having this vision. And we've seen it before that these visions have come for her and she's gone to aid Lagerfeld. So in that aspect, there's a bit of a consistency with what she's seen. But again, I just don't trust what's going on right now. Like, I was
going to say, because has she ever been the stubborn one not to listen to people, though?
No, she's always been about, like, being a Viking. Do you know what I'm saying? So much, she grasped the concept so much that she lost a child. That now she's in a different predicament. If she was still pregnant, she'd be calm. So she wouldn't be in this situation. Like, it's all mad. It's all mad. And I'm here for it. I'm loving it.
Because I was seeing her from a mile away, bro. I was like, this guy, when he started saying friendship, I was like, bro, you're looking into her eyes, mad deep. You want more than just friendship. And then he started going there. I was like, yeah, he's trying to lay the thing down. Bro. And like you're saying, because he has nothing, he's definitely trying to step up. And because the same thing with Bjorn's second wife, she came from nothing, and then now she's saying, you become the queen, you got a baby,
But you know she's gone mad, yeah?
Who, the
second wife's gone mad.
She was always mad. She was always mad.
Nah, she's gone mad now. So, you know when man was coming up to her, you seen she was on the ground playing with a bird that she'd already cut open and was playing it with the intestine. She's lost it. She's done up, bro. So it's all mad. And like that guy is playing the right thing, but it's like I just feel like Bjorn's first wife should be smart enough to know that this brother here has got no claim to nothing, no power. Like, why? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Bjorn was using, man. That's Bjorn. Like, Bjorn's advisor can't be your advisor. You're not Bjorn, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
But I see and I sympathize with his reasons why he's making those moves, because
he has to.
He like before he saved Bjorn, he was outcasted, innit? So for them, man, it's like that's why that guy or them man attacked Lagertha's village, because like, you man banished us to go die like animals, and we're trying to restore our honor so we can go to Valhalla. So obviously he was in that situation, which gives me the reason why you would go and save Bjorn at the same time, so you can rub shoulders with my guy. It's just, but then again, I'm split because like I see that you've given us the information like what this guy's about, but then my other eye is telling me like you're moving a bit too suspect at the same time.
He's green. He's not
going to win.
To me,
he's not going to win.
Their whole obviously I'm supporting no characters anymore. Like zero. Since Bjorn's begun, and I was supporting Bjorn because he was just the most he was the last piece of Ragnar I had in it. But now he's gone, I'm supporting no one. That whole side of the thing's finished. Now, this whole Ivor side of the thing, firstly, I just, listen, this is my first complaint about the show, fam. Like, Ivor's things can't start working episode 12 of season 6, bro.
What?
Like, his things just can't wake up that day, bro. They can't, bro. There's been things throwing themselves at Ivor from day. The first time he met this chick when she was a peasant, remember when she was a slave?
Yeah.
Like, take off your clothes. Come here. Nah, like, his things don't work, bro. Yeah. Like, I just have an issue with them working today. You get me? Just for them to get to that scene where he gives up that information. They felt like they need Ivor to give up the information, but don't know how to get Ivor into a vulnerable enough position for him to do something like that, besides him potentially losing his virginity.
But don't you think, don't you think, that's that whole thing with Ivor's prick not working has always been like psychological.
No.
Like, in the sense where it's like, he don't believe it so much because and this is what I was telling you guys when we was watching the thing. I was like, it's mad that they brought this thing in another location, but it's the same thing. And it's like, the only person apart from Ivor's mom that believed in Ida and whispered all the madness to Ivor, it was her. So the fact that Ivor killed her, and then now she's here with some next man, and it's like, to Ivor, it's almost like second chance, innit? So to me, it could be like raw, like psychology, a dome game is just that deep. No.
Nah, fam. Nah, her dome game ain't that deep, fam. It's not, fam. Nah, fam. To heal man from being paralyzed his whole life.
Brother.
No, brother. No, fam. What I'm saying is, I feel like, for me, Ivor's edge has always come with his disability, fam. His legs don't work, his ting don't work. Because his tings don't work, that's why he's extra savage, bro.
You gotta make up for it.
Brother!
Make up for that.
Brother! He's got ultimate little man syndrome. Get me? Ultimate. You get me? I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, I'm being real. And that's what always made him a compelling character to me. Just seeing him in that position, watch the watch along. As soon as man's cradled up in a fetal position, head on, I was finished. Ivor I know's finished. It's gone, bruv. Get me? It's over for him.
So
but and his brother.
Yeah, man like Uber.
Not Uber.
No, Uber.
Oh.
Vitsec.
No, screw that guy, bruv, man.
We'll circle back. We'll circle back to that.
Oh, you want to talk about Uber?
Yeah,
No,
bro.
but let's stay with let's stay with the
episode.
listen, let's look.
Fit.
You want to stay with the rush?
Yeah, like we're here,
okay.
we're here, innit? Like, I don't know what you man want me to say about this guy.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Bro, man's an idiot, bro.
But you know what?
King's way better.
Yeah, but it's smart.
Exactly, the king.
Thing to do that, and it just shows the level of Vitsec's intelligence, because even before he goes, bruv, your brother's telling you, watch out for this dude. The first time, man declines. It's like, just a little sniff. Where are you gone, brother? Do you know what I'm saying? And the warning signs were there, but
The thing what was mad is
you can't save yourself from being yourself, innit?
in that scene where they're in the little tent, a man's getting all the thing out, yeah? I'm like, this brother ain't gonna do this, fam. This man's gone through it, fam. He's gone through it on 2 substances at once. You ain't touching this thing. So when the king was like, yeah, and then all the girls started walking in, I was like, oh, this is a different one. Because you know he's always been a bit moist with the chicks. Throw 4 or 5 girls at, man.
Finished.
You might, you know what I'm saying? You might get him into the spot you need him. But for him to go back to the drug, relapse thing.
New thing, though, innit? New thing.
It's a new bars, isn't it?
I don't know man like that,
It's a
innit?
new bars.
I don't know man like that, innit? So, brother,
Right, but
I'm hoping he dies quickly, fam. But I told you, bro, we will end up, bro.
Yeah.
One of these muggles, him, the guy beating Beyond's life, they're gonna be right, or the other guy, Edge, he's gonna be the man running the thing,
To
fam.
me, they're all done, bro.
Oleg needs to go as well, though. Because, well, the moment he loses, we never lose. Like, man starts throwing his toys out the pram, goes after the kid.
I like that energy.
I take your innocence.
But you know what?
I like that energy.
But that's the right move.
I like that
No,
energy.
but it's gonna bite him in the bum, man. It's gonna come around 360, bro.
I like that energy, bro.
But he has to take that.
Why is he coming for the kid when he's the one that
He
lost?
came for everyone, bro. He came for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
He came for everyone. Like, for me, with him, it's like, he took a L. Man's never took a loss before. And then he comes back to the yard and he's like, I got to reshape the whole thing. And that's what he starts doing, fam. Like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, it seems like he's picking on the kid. But if he can turn the kid into a savage and the kid be on his side, he's winning.
No. Because the kid's gonna remember, he did this to me.
Brother.
So he's only gonna get replaced by said man.
He don't need the kid forever, bruv. And
Yeah,
he knows also his time's not going to last forever, bruv. But then also, if he gets that kid to be king, in his mind, he might be like,
I won.
No, he won, but at the same time, he could always play that card and be like, yo, when you was you, man, that was tough love. I made you the king you are today. Brother, you can laugh at it, fam, but them kind of bonds there, they're different, fam. The only issue is Ivor's on the other side of the kid's shoulder. That's the issue. But the way the king's playing it now, getting his wife to dress up like Ivor's dead wife and all that, getting Ivor's things working, all of that. That's all the king, fam. Yeah, bro. So Ivor's probably finished, bro.
Yeah, that I was very surprised Ivor going into that room, because I was like, that's a setup.
Yeah,
that's a setup, bro. And he's over here, pillow talking.
That's what I'm saying. So
Ivor,
Oleg is winning, bro.
Deep levels of pillow talk. He gave up the whole
game
quickly.
The whole game. So I'm telling you, bro. I think that's the show. Bro. Because these things can't still like. Nah, she might have had like 2 ice cubes in her mouth or something. I don't know, bro. Like, even though something, bro, he's over there.
I don't believe it, fam.
Sucking his thumb, bro.
I don't believe it.
That's crazy,
Oleg's
bro.
mad, bro. But I do like the scene with the whole commander thing, though. That was pretty sick.
What, the one where he gets the kid to Merc?
And yeah, making him dig down graves. Not even like just finishing man quickly. He made sure that the other soldiers had maces, bro.
Yeah, but bro, it's
that's mad.
But you know that is for them, but most importantly for the other soldiers.
Exactly.
So that thing don't happen anymore.
Exactly what happened to you. Now you guys can become commanders.
That's why man's not losing something. That's what you know what I'm saying. He came back and reshaped the whole thing, fam. Everyone's mentality is gonna be different now. That's all he was trying to do. But I didn't really love that scene, because I felt like even though them man were cowards, I don't feel like you should have killed them like that. I would have thrown them man swords, bro.
But once So amongst themselves, and then one.
I would have had them dig that grave out,
Mhm.
then throw them man's swords and be like, "Yo, one of you man."
That's what I thought was gonna happen as well, But
because like I just didn't like the soldiers that were around us. They were like bodied up and tooled up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these men have already shown they're cowards. We don't need to intimidate them and do that for me. So I would have just meant, listen, I'll spare one coward. Let them man fight to the death.
Right. Okay.
All of them man kill each other. One man survives and then get the youth to kill that one that I said could survive, bruv. Get me and be like, bruv, there's like, don't let cowards out here, you idiot, bruv.
That's what I'm gonna say, because they've now branded themselves as cowards, it's like
but there's no saving them. That's what I said. The youth would have killed
that's
the last one.
Yeah,
he would have been on his last leg finished, but he would have survived. He would have thought he was getting out of there, and the kid would have chopped him, bro. That would have been it, fam. I just didn't like the way they were just, beating them like that.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was swords. I thought they were gonna go out there just kill them straight, but they were bashing their backs in them.
You have to, bro.
Bro, that was mad.
You have to, bro.
And not even just straight to the head either. Like maybe the jaw, but man was still trying to get out. I was like,
mad.
Yeah, don't want to get finished.
Them things were mad.
That was crazy, but Uber. Making moves out here, yeah?
Bruv, yeah. I've been saying Uber's been looking like Ragnar more and more in my eyes, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
I see what's mad,
like, if, bruv, his hair's like Ragnar's like before, bruv, he's moving exactly like Ragnar, bruv.
Bruv, he's better than the other two.
I'm not reneging in it. Like,
no.
Uber's waste as well, but I want to shout out to the directors and the filmographers on them scenes because them scenes were elevated by you, man, not by Uber, innit? You get me? Like the scene of him having the same conversation with two man cutting back and forth, front shot, back shot, side shot, Uber shot, like all of that was tough. That was just tough editing, bro. I love that.
Because the scene was sick, but now I have to see the follow through. Because if man's playing the game between both of them saying, I don't trust this guy, but I trust you more, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. What's now going to happen on the voyage?
The level of that's got to be even higher.
Yes.
Like the way, and he's got to finish both of them too as well.
That's what I want to see the most, because the scene was sick and man's now doing the most, but it's like, follow through, please. So
do you guys reckon things going to show up anytime this season?
Who?
What's my guy's face?
Harold.
Not Harold.
Rolo.
I'm pretty sure Harold will show up because he ran away. I'm talking about Floki.
Floki's showing up, bro.
I'm looking forward to that.
In Iceland.
And I want to see how he's showing up. Because he looked completely destroyed when he saw that cross in that cave. And it seems like these lot now talking about, I'll pray for your God and mine.
I feel like Floki is going to be like post-credit scene at the end. I'm like when all the Vikings get killed and the Vikings are extinct, there's just Floki.
The last Viking.
Yeah, something like that, fam.
And he just gets on the boats and...
Well, he's just on the boat, fam. Just having visions or something. Like, just to say, like, yo, this thing carries on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the extinction of this thing, fam.
You guys know what to do next. Jump in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. No spoilers. Please. We're watching this episode by episode. We're not doing the whole thing. But some of you, watch the whole thing. No, shut up. We're doing episode by episode the way it was supposed to be dropped. Other than that, we love you. And we'll see you next time. I'm Raven your GS.
Sam, Mr. Blitz.
Joe, one further to Cyber Nerds.